What you are about to find out in this video is going to completely change the way you think about buying a car in 2026. Because right now, as Mercedes is playing it safe, as Audi is making promises it hasn't delivered, and as Tesla is running out of ideas to shock the market, BMW just quietly put 7 new models on the table. 7, not updates, not facelifts with new cup holders. We are talking about ground-up, platform-new, category redefining machines. And here is the brutal truth that your dealership doesn't want you to realize yet. If you are planning to buy a luxury car, an electric sedan, or a performance SUV in 2026, and you don't watch this video first, there is a very real chance you are about to spend your money on a car that is already obsolete. BMW's rivals are panicking, their engineering teams are in emergency meetings, and the reason why is all 7 of these models, which we are breaking down one by one right now. Before we dive in, I want you to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for the Atif Cars channel. We do deep dives like this one constantly. No fluff, no paid promotions, just the information you actually need to make smart decisions. Now let's get into it, starting with the model that has already been called a milestone by international automotive media. Model number 7, BMW iX3 in Neue Klasse. Let's start here because this is where the whole 2026 storm begins. The all-new BMW iX3 is not an upgrade of the old iX3 you might remember. It is a completely new machine, built on BMW's brand new Neue Klasse platform, a pure electric architecture developed from a blank sheet of paper specifically for the EV era. No compromises, no combustion engine mounts hidden under the floor. Every single millimeter of this platform exists to serve one purpose: give you the best electric driving experience on the planet. And here is where it gets interesting. BMW USA has officially confirmed the iX3 50 xDrive is arriving in summer 2026 with an MSRP starting around $60,000. That sounds like a lot until you hear what you're actually getting. According to BMW's own engineering data, this SUV delivers an estimated range of up to 400 miles on a single charge. 400 miles! For context, that is more than enough to drive from New York City to Boston and back without ever touching a charger. But BMW didn't stop there. The iX3 runs on an 800-volt electrical architecture, the same technology you find in hyper-expensive cars like the Porsche Taycan, and it supports up to 400 kilowatts of DC fast charging. That means you can go from 10% battery to 80% in just 21 minutes. 21 minutes! The days of sitting at a charger for an hour are officially over for BMW drivers. Inside, the old iDrive rotary dial is completely gone. In its place, you get BMW's revolutionary panoramic vision system, which projects your key driving information directly across the lower section of the windshield, from pillar to pillar. It's like a head-up display that takes over the entire windshield. It looks like science fiction, and it works. The iX3 Neue Klasse already won the Electrifying Car of the Year 2026. Your rivals are still trying to figure out how to match it. Model number 6, BMW i3 Neue Klasse. Now this is the one that has the entire automotive media buzzing. Not since the introduction of the original 3 Series in 1975 has BMW launched a sedan this significant. The new BMW i3, and pay very close attention here because this is not the little quirky city hatchback they sold years ago. This is the all-electric successor to the legendary 3 Series sedan. Built on the same Neue Klasse platform as the iX3, but in a lower, more aerodynamic 3-box body designed to absolutely maximize efficiency. The numbers are genuinely hard to believe. BMW has confirmed the i3 50 xDrive will deliver up to 559 miles of range on a single charge under WLTP testing, and real-world estimates from experienced EV reviewers suggest well over 400 to 450 miles is completely achievable in everyday driving. Think about that number for a moment. 559 miles. That is London to Edinburgh and back back in a single charge. That is the entire length of Pakistan's motorway network without stopping once. Range anxiety for i3 buyers is completely and utterly dead. The powertrain is a dual-motor, all-wheel drive system producing a combined 469 horsepower and 476 pound-feet of torque. BMW hasn't published the official 0 to 60 time yet, but based on the performance of the slightly larger iX3, industry insiders expect the i3 to hit 60 miles per hour somewhere around 4.4 seconds. This is not a family grocery hauler pretending to be sporty. This is a proper performance sedan that happens to be electric. Inside, you get the new 17.9-inch free-cut design central display running BMW's latest operating system, enhanced Amazon Alexa AI integration, the panoramic vision windshield projection system, and a minimalist cabin that reviewers are calling a genuine step forward in how premium car interiors should feel. Production begins at BMW's historic Munich home plant in August 2026, with first deliveries expected in autumn. Expected pricing starts around $55,000 to $65,000 depending on configuration, positioning it directly against the Tesla Model 3 Performance, the Mercedes EQE, and the Genesis electrified G80. And here's the kicker. None of those competitors have anything close to the range, the charging speed, or the platform technology that BMW is bringing with this car. None.
Model number 5. BMW M2 xDrive. Now, I know what a few of you are thinking right now. The M2 already exists. Why is this on the list? And that is exactly the reaction BMW is counting on, because the M2 xDrive is not just a new variant, it is a philosophical shift in how BMW thinks about its smallest performance car. For years, the M2 was stubbornly, proudly rear-wheel drive only. It was BMW's love letter to old-school driving. But the market has spoken. Buyers in cold weather states, buyers who track their cars on wet days, buyers who want maximum performance without any compromising grip. They wanted all-wheel drive, and now they are getting it. The M2 xDrive arrives with the familiar twin-turbocharged 3-litre inline-six, but with output bumped to 469 horsepower and at least 443 pound-feet of torque, according to BMW engineering sources. It retains the M2's aggressive styling, the wide body, the short wheelbase, everything that made the current M2 one of the most talked-about drivers' cars of the last decade. The xDrive system pairs with an automatic transmission, and just like in the M3 and M4 with xDrive, you will reportedly be able to switch to a pure rear-wheel drive setup when the electronic nannies are switched off. Best of both worlds. BMW is also reportedly introducing a track package for the M2 in 2026, adding M performance parts, exclusive mechanical tuning, and a more aggressive setup while keeping the car road legal. The first M2 xDrive models are expected to roll off the assembly line in August 2026. If you've been waiting to buy an M2, this is the version to wait for. Model number 4. The new BMW 3 Series. BMW understands something that some of its rivals have completely missed. Not every buyer is ready to go fully electric yet. And so, alongside the electric i3, BMW is also launching an entirely new combustion-powered 3 Series in 2026, a completely redesigned model that shares the same design DNA as the i3, but with a longer front section to accommodate traditional engines. Spy shots and confirmed internal reports indicate the new 3 Series will carry over the i3's 17.9-inch central touchscreen and panoramic vision display, so buyers of the combustion version are not left behind on technology. The M Performance variant, now being rebranded as the M350 xDrive, is expected to produce around 417 horsepower from a 6-cylinder engine. That's a significant bump from today's M340i. 4-cylinder turbocharged versions will also be available for buyers who prioritize efficiency. BMW is expected to unveil this new 3 Series within months of the i3 reveal, with production starting in late 2026. US deliveries are more likely in 2027, but the reveal and global buzz happen this year. And here's something worth understanding. The new 3 Series and the new i3 together represent BMW essentially double launching its most important nameplate, one for drivers who are ready for the electric future and one for drivers who still love the sound and feel of a combustion engine. No other brand is doing both this well simultaneously. Model number 3, BMW 7 Series facelift. If you thought the current BMW 7 Series was already the most technologically advanced luxury sedan on the market, BMW just took it apart and rebuilt the interior from scratch. The facelifted BMW 7 Series, confirmed to enter production in July 2026, according to BMW Group's own official statements, is not just a cosmetic refresh, it's a technology transplant. The interior is being completely reworked. Out goes the traditional instrument cluster and rotary iDrive dial that BMW buyers have used for 20 years. In comes the new iDrive X system with panoramic vision, the same pillar-to-pillar windshield projection technology introduced in the i3C and i3. The entire dashboard adopts a screen-focused, clean layout that looks like something from the next decade rather than this one. But let's talk about the powertrains, because this is where it gets genuinely exciting. The fully electric i7 now delivers over 447 miles of electric range under WLTP testing, a massive improvement made possible by the introduction of 6th-generation cylindrical battery cells. The top-of-the-range i770 now produces 680 horsepower and hits 0 to 60 in just 3.8 seconds in a full-size luxury limousine. Even the entry-level 740i now makes 400 horsepower, which tells you everything you need to know about where BMW has set the bar. And the ALPINA? BMW has confirmed that the legendary ALPINA B7 is coming back, now badged under a new standalone ALPINA brand. The top combustion version reportedly packs 617 horsepower with twin-turbo V8 with mild hybrid technology, making it the most powerful gasoline-powered 7 Series ever built. It will surpass the previous B7 and the old V12-era M760i. That's not a small claim, that's a statement.
Number 2. BMW X5 5th generation. Before we get to the most important model on this list, let me ask you something. If you were going to spend between $60,000 and $100,000 on a family SUV right now, what would you cross-shop against the BMW X5? A Range Rover? A Mercedes GLE? A Porsche Cayenne? Because after what BMW is about to do with the 5th generation X5, that conversation is going to be very different. The all-new 5th generation X5, carrying the internal codename G65, is confirmed to debut in 2026, with production starting in August. BMW CEO Oliver Zipse personally confirmed this announcement during a quarterly results call, which tells you how significant this launch is to the company's future. But here is what makes this X5 like nothing that has ever worn the X5 badge before. It will be the first BMW in history offered with 5 different drivetrain options: gasoline, diesel, plug-in hybrid, fully electric, and eventually hydrogen fuel cell in 2028. 5 powertrains, 1 vehicle. No other luxury SUV on the planet offers this level of buyer flexibility. The new X5 adopts the design language of the Neue Klasse family and features a completely reworked interior with iDrive X and panoramic vision. The traditional instrument cluster is gone, the rotary knob is gone. In their place, you get a technology ecosystem that BMW has spent years building specifically for this era of driving. The fully electric version, likely called the iX5, has been officially confirmed for the lineup. A hydrogen-powered iX5 follows in 2028, and spy shots clearly show that the X5's proportions are changing, wider, more planted, more aggressive, while still carrying all the premium SUV space and comfort that made the X5 one of the best-selling luxury SUVs in America for years running. If you are in the market for a premium family SUV right now, waiting to see the new X5 before making your decision could save you from a very expensive regret. If you're getting real value from this breakdown, do me a favor right now. Hit that like button. It takes you literally 2 seconds, and it helps us bring more content like this to car buyers who want the truth before they spend their money on a car. Number 1. BMW iX4. Save the best for last. This is the model that BMW's rivals genuinely did not see coming. The iX4, a name that appeared briefly on BMW's own website before being quickly removed, but not before the automotive world noticed. An iX4 is coming in 2026, and it represents something genuinely significant. It's the death of the combustion-powered X4 and the birth of a fully electric coupe SUV that BMW is betting the next decade on. Here's why this matters so much. The regular X4, the combustion version, ended production last year. BMW has decided not to build a replacement with a traditional engine. Instead, the only X4 that will exist going forward will be electric. Only electric. No hybrid option, no gasoline fallback. This is BMW drawing a line in the sand and saying the future of this body style is electric, full stop. The iX4 is expected to share the Neue Klasse platform with the iX3, meaning buyers can expect similar levels of range, charging speed, and interior technology. But the iX4 trades some of the practicality of the iX3's upright roofline for a sleeker, more dramatic coupe profile, a lower roofline, more aggressive rear styling, a design that is unapologetically about making a statement. According to BMW's own sources reported by Motor One and BMW Blog, European deliveries are expected to begin in early 2027, with the reveal happening in 2026. A US launch is expected to follow shortly after. This is the car for the buyer who wants an electric SUV but cannot stand how every electric SUV on the market looks like a slightly concerned minivan. The iX4 will be the answer to that problem. Beautiful, fast, fully electric, and backed by the most advanced platform BMW has ever built. So, let's bring all 7 together and look at what BMW has actually done here. Think about what you just heard. A groundbreaking Neue Klasse electric SUV with 400 miles of range, a 559-mile electric sedan that's coming straight for Tesla's lunch, the first all-wheel drive M2 for buyers who want grip without compromise, an entirely new 3 Series for combustion loyalists who aren't ready to go electric yet, a 7 Series flagship that just got a full technology brain transplant, and a 617 horsepower ALPINA version, a 5th generation X5 that offers five different powertrain options in one body, and an iX4 electric coupe SUV that nobody expected and everybody now wants. 7 models in 1 year. BMW's rivals at Mercedes, Audi, and Lexus haven't matched this kind of product offensive in decades. This is not a brand playing defense, this is a brand that looked at the next 10 years of automotive history and decided to write it themselves. The smart buyer in 2026 is not the person who rushes to the dealership today based on habit or brand loyalty. The smart buyer is the person who watches what BMW is doing, understands what the competition can't match, and makes a decision with real information instead of a salesperson's script. That's exactly why you watch this video.
Now I want to hear from you in the comments. Which one of these 7 models genuinely shocked you the most? Are you waiting for the i3 to finally make the switch to electric? Are you holding out for the new X5? Or are you the kind of driver who needs the M2 xDrive in your life immediately? Drop it in the comments right now. I read every single one. And if you haven't subscribed to the Atif Cars channel yet, now is the time. We cover every major launch, every real-world spec, and every decision you need to make before spending your money on a car. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.